The trailer for Stranger Things Season 2 was released at Comic-Con over the weekend. Here's a look at it.
Whatever is happening is spreading from this place.
What does it want? Not me. Everyone else.
Thoughts, 5 words or less.
11 out of 10.
Michael Jackson would approve.
Need it now. Just immediately. There's so much amazing stuff happening in this trailer. I mean, I don't know where to start. We can start with the beginning of it, where they're at an arcade and they're playing this game called Dragon's Lair, which my older cousin used to play all the time. Did you know what that was?
No.
Dragon's Lair was like this game based on there's like a laser disc. It's like a giant CD. And the whole game is just waiting for like the perfect 1 second window to just go up. And then if you go up, then he jumps over the tentacle. And if you do it at the wrong time, it plays this animation where it kills you. So the whole game is like 15 motions that you just have to do at the right time. And you pay $0.25 to just like, I screwed it up, all right, I gotta do it here. It is the worst game from a play perspective, but it is the best animation. It was funny, it's just so weird. And that's one of the many call outs to like the 80s that they have throughout this 80s based thing. What did you think watching it?
Tonally, I mean, Stranger Things has always been so unique and so on point. And I think that this trailer captures so much of what got people talking was that there's sort of this nostalgic element to the show, but there's also this very familiar and contemporary themes that they deal with. For example, like friendship, and I think we like that it's a little bit of a throwback in the best ways, and it definitely dealt with that. It looks a little scarier. It looks like, for the first season, there was so much of establishing like, what is the Upside Down? They first have to figure out what that even is, who is 11. You have to establish these characters. Now, what's exciting is that we know who these characters are, we know what this world is, and it seems as though they're just going all in. Balls to the wall, spook us out.
So for people who haven't seen it, the show takes place in the 80s and it's this small group of friends, and in season 1, without really spoiling anything, we'll just tell you what happened the first episode, is one of the kids just kind of disappears and they find out he's in this weird world called the Upside Down, full of monsters, and then there's like some kind of weird experiments going on in town. But so much of it is a throwback to that genre of horror movie mixed in with like a lot of Goonies. 80s favorite, like Goonies.
The Goonies and like teenage rom-coms from the
like
80s.
Monster Squad. I think that's what makes Stranger Things so cool for people that were 80s kids. I mean, I guess I could say I was an 80s kid because I was kind of, I was like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the 80s. I think you make a great point, Grace. I love the nostalgia about it. Like, with the graphics. I only got through half of the first season of Stranger Things. I don't know why I fell off.
I have that happens. There's just these things you're like, I don't know why I stopped watching. I just didn't go back.
You're all right about now that the characters are established, it's always great to see what's the next level that they're gonna take it with the storyline. And I mean, that was a fantastic, albeit long ass trailer, but it does look like they put more production value into this new season than in the first season. And can we get an honorable mention for Winona Ryder? I mean, who would have thought that she would have came back from the brink and now she's killing it?
Yeah, she's great, and she's one of the many like hat tips to 80s stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
And she was the kid in these kinds of 80s movies, specifically like Beetlejuice and
Heathers.
So other things that are great that we saw in this trailer are like creepy kids scribbling. Did you see that one where he's like doing that and throws it and it's a perfect like tentacle? 11 is back, that's awesome. There's like that big giant in the Upside Down, the big giant tentacle thing. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, now that they have Netflix is going all in as far as budget-wise, you're talking about production, and let's see where they can go. Because initially it was a little bit of a risk. I think that they knew that the concept would be well, but it could have just been a cult hit rather than one of the now tentpole Netflix franchise series. So we've seen that House of Cards has sort of fallen out, and so Netflix now welcomes Stranger Things into the fold of these are our shows. These
Right.
are the reasons why you get a Netflix subscription.
And what makes Stranger Things awesome is that these are kids. They're not adults. It's not a drama. It's not adults. There's no sex. There's none of these things that go into what makes a lot of dramas dramatic. You know, these are young adults. I mean, not even young adults. These are children that are giving fantastic, almost Oscar-worthy performances in this show.
I love these kids so much. I wish I was friends with them back in the day.
Yep.
And it's nice to see the kid who disappeared get some screen time this time, because he's like the driving force behind it all, but he's like just missing.
Yeah.
How pissed would you be if you're like in this awesome show, but like you're only in like 3 episodes because
As like a flashback.
Yeah, it's like in The Hangover, the guy who's like missing. It's like, oh, I'm in The Hangover, but I'm nowhere in The Hangover.
Oh, go ahead.
It's just saying that the Duffer Brothers are the guys behind it, and according to Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike Wheeler, he said that this season is, to Grace's point, going to be better and darker.
And they nailed it.
And they nailed it. I love that also that they're calling that the graphics of Stranger Things 2, because it looks like a horror movie sequel with that very sharp font. And I think that there's so much that this is influenced throughout Hollywood. Like every single like font in a poster, it seems, looks like the Stranger Things font.
Yeah.
Like Glow looks like it. There's that show, The House. A lot of it is just like, and then like Atomic Blonde. A lot of it, it's like that neon.
Very like, kind of reminds me a little bit of like Hellraiser, Nightmare on Elm Street, sort of old
Absolutely.
school.
Friday
Children of the
Night,
Corn.
Friday the 13th.
I
love
think
it.
that's what makes shows like this so cool, is that nostalgic factors that people want. Like, you know, 80s is cool again. What's old is new again. And also, you had touched on kids scribbling. I think when you have kids in anything that's kind of horrible, adds that extra element of like creepiness to
The
it.
Shining.
Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn.
It's
for
coming out in
sure.
September, and I hope that, you know,
October.
Oh
no, you mean It, the movie.
Yeah, the movie's
Okay,
coming
right.
out in September.
I hate that this is waiting till October, but I do love that there's a lot of Halloween stuff going on, and they're dressed as the Ghostbusters, which is amazing to me.
And Netflix does an awesome job of just giving it to you in its entirety. You don't have to wait like every week for another episode, and then sometimes where there's not an episode, you're like, damn it, like you can get it and binge it and get into it immediately.
Let's do it. I'm really
Winning.
excited about this. There's a bunch of other things that came out at Comic-Con. You can go find those. What do you think about the Stranger Things season 2? Did you watch the first season? This gives you enough time to really go back and do that, because it's a couple months before this comes out.